Hello, I'm Rumi, a lonely girl in the 21st century. While being chased one day, I accidentally traveled through time to the Hosan era and ended up living the life of Princess Joseon. There, I met two men. It is Ginu, the cold-hearted prince, and Romance, a man famous for his warmth, yet with a face identical to the person who had been chasing me in my world. Please like and subscribe to experience life in the Joseon era together with me. After that, I slowly became more accustomed to life in the palace. Well, actually, it was the entire royal palace that became used to me breaking the rules every single day. And the strangest thing was, Romance kept appearing around me non-stop. One time, I was lying down reading in the library when he suddenly appeared behind me like a ghost.
I'm surprised that you're also fond of reading.
My gosh, don't you know how to knock? He casually sat down beside me, as if we were already close.
I was just curious.
Curious about what?
About what my princess is reading.
Who said I'm yours, idiot? On top of that, he helped me far too much. So much that it became suspicious. One night, I injured my hand after falling into the fish pond while climbing over a wall. Romance brought medicine to my room and bandaged my wound himself.
You really aren't suited to being a princess.
Then what am I suited for?
Being yourself.
I froze for a few seconds. Because back in my old world, no one had ever said that to me before. That's right, in that world, I existed like a ghost. No one cared who I was or appreciated the person I truly was. But Romance wasn't the only one who had been hanging around me lately. For some reason, Ginu had started openly showing his irritation whenever he saw Romance near me. One time, Romance was helping me fix my hairpin when Ginu suddenly appeared and pulled me away right in front of him.
He's not simple. Stay away from him. Stay away from her.
It was the first time I had ever heard Ginu's voice sound that tense. Then the two of them got into a really intense fight. And I had to step in to break it up. Oh my god, are you two kids or something? Another time, I was reading in the pavilion and ended up dozing off again. When I rubbed my eyes awake, a cloak had been draped over my shoulders, and Ginu was sitting across from me reading official documents. Have you been sitting here this whole time?
Yeah, it's cold tonight. If you froze to death here, it'd be troublesome for the palace.
Do you always have to say things in such a harsh way? Ginu paused for a few seconds before speaking quietly.
I'm not used to comforting people.
For some reason, at that moment, he looked difficult and cold. Yet, strangely captivating. And somehow, I felt an unexpected connection with this man. The king assigned me bookkeeping duties, but since I couldn't read the writing of this era, I kept accidentally signing random things on palace documents. Ginu suddenly walked over to me and said,
You're supposed to hold the brush like this.
Then he reached around me from behind to guide my hand. Oh my god, his face was so close to mine.
Why are you blushing?
Who's blushing? It's just hot in here.
Really, it's pretty cold outside.
It was the first time I had ever seen him smile. A smile powerful enough to make anyone's heart skip a beat. What am I even thinking? I snapped back to my senses and quickly tried to change the subject to ease the awkwardness. Do you really hate Romance that much? Ginu stayed silent for a very long time.
I don't hate him. I just don't trust him.
Then Ginu told me about officials who had suddenly disappeared from the royal court, about factions secretly changing loyalties behind the emperor's back, and in the middle of all those incidents, Romance's shadow was always there somewhere.
He's very good at hiding things, so don't trust the version of himself he shows you.
At that moment, I suddenly remembered the look in Romance's eyes when he stared at the princess's portrait in his room. There had been something calculating, almost frightening about it. But Romance kept getting closer to me day by day. He took me out to release floating lanterns together. It's so beautiful. He even secretly snuck me into the royal kitchen for late-night snacks. Hey, are we really allowed to do this?
As long as I'm protecting you, there's nothing to be afraid of.
And he even taught me how to play chess. There were moments when I genuinely thought maybe I had misunderstood him. I almost even revealed my secret to him.
If you had the chance to leave this place, would you go?
I never truly belonged here anyway. The moment the word slipped out, I realized my mistake. So I awkwardly laughed and quickly changed the subject to cover it up. He stared at me silently for a long time before speaking in a low voice.
But if you leave, my plan will fall apart.
I froze. Seeing my reaction, he suddenly laughed it off, ruffled my hair, and said,
Why do you look so nervous? I was just joking.
That night, while I was walking down the hallway, an assassin suddenly dropped from above and lunged at me. But before his blade could reach me, another sword blocked it. It is Ginu.
Don't be afraid, I'm here.
Taking the chance, I instantly kicked the assassin straight in the face, sending him flying several meters. meters away. Jinu stared at me like I was an alien. We tried to capture the assassin to find out who sent him, but he managed to escape in time. Wait, why were you here so late at night anyway?
Well, I couldn't sleep, so I came out for a walk. By the way, what was that technique? I've never seen anything like it before.
Ahem, it's called Taekwondo, a modern martial art from my era.
Your era? What do you mean?
And so, I finally decided to tell him the truth about where I came from, and how I ended up in the Hosan world. Jinu's eyebrows slowly furrowed together. At first, he thought I was crazy, but after I explained countless details, and answered what felt like 10,000 questions from him, Jinu finally believed me, though the shock still hadn't left his face.
No wonder the way you speak and act is completely different from the old Mission.
After that, Jinu told me the truth about Princess Mission. She had thrown herself into the lake because she refused to live like a puppet inside this palace. She had fallen in love with a royal guard and refused to go along with the political marriage arrangement, a plan created by none other than Romance himself. Romance had threatened to expose her secret if she refused to marry him. He was the one who had driven her into a corner. Jinu and I talked together through the entire night, until at some point, we both unknowingly fell asleep beside each other. As time passed, Jinu and I grew closer and closer. We often snuck away for secret dates, and after that time, we foolishly played in the snow together. I ended up running a fever for an entire day. Late that night, I woke up to see Jinu changing the cold cloth on my forehead. The candlelight softened the cold expression he usually wore. "Why aren't you asleep yet?" Jinu stayed silent for a few seconds before quietly saying,
I was worried.
I don't know why, but in that moment, my heart skipped a beat. A person as tough as him. Turns out he could worry about someone that much. One day, Romance invited me out for a walk. While we were talking, I suddenly noticed Jinu standing in the distance, clenching his fist tightly, his jaw tense. Without thinking, I ran over to him. "Are you jealous?"
Are you crazy? I don't have time for that.
"Oh, really? Then why are your ears red?"
Shut up.
Suddenly, I realized I had completely abandoned Romance behind me. When I turned back, his expression had already darkened. That night, he blocked my path in a dark hallway.
Do you trust Crown Prince Jinu that much?
I don't understand what you mean. It was the first time I had ever seen him lose his composure. Romance stepped closer, his voice low and unsettling.
Mission, there's something very strange about you. Ever since that accident.
No. What are you talking about?
You should obediently marry me and stay away from Jinu, or else. Who knows, maybe history will repeat itself again.
At that moment, I finally understood, whether in the modern world or the ancient one. People like him were terrifyingly the same. I was genuinely frightened. Thankfully, the next day, Ginu invited me to the Lantern Festival to help me forget everything. Fireworks filled the night sky, their reflections shimmering in his eyes. Suddenly, Jinu turned to me and asked,
In your world, did you really live all alone?
I stayed quiet for a few seconds before nodding. Jinu looked at me for a long time. Then he gently took my hand. My chest tightened for a split second. Another night, I sat alone beside the lotus pond. I drew my family portrait from memory, and before I realized it, tears were already falling. Jinu didn't ask me anything. He simply sat down beside me and gently pulled my head onto his shoulder. I missed them. At that moment, I finally realized something. I had started becoming afraid of leaving this place, not because of the palace, but because of Jinu. Suddenly, soldiers surrounded us from every direction.
Arrest her. She's a fake princess. You escaped last time, but not this time.
Last time? Don't tell me. You really are a venomous snake.
Yes, I am. And the two of you are parasites rotting the royal palace from within. You dared impersonate a princess, which is a grave crime. And Ginu, as your accomplice, deserves just as severe a punishment.
I was about to charge at them and fight, but Jinu grabbed my hand and pulled me away.
There are too many of them. We can't win.
We ran through the palace while shouts and footsteps echoed behind us in pursuit. My heart pounded harder than ever before. Suddenly, an arrow shot toward us. Without hesitation, Jinu immediately pulled me behind him to shield me. You're hurt. Jinu only tightened his grip on my hand.
Keep running.
Then, suddenly, a gate of light appeared before us. Both Ginu and I froze in shock. I looked at him, and for the first time, I was truly afraid. I held his hand tighter. If we go through there, you might never be able to come back. Ginu looked at me without hesitation.
Then I'll go with you.
And just like that, I pulled him with me as we leaped into the glowing light together. Our hands remained tightly intertwined as the endless space around us twisted and spun. I didn't know what awaited us ahead, but for the first time in my life, I no longer felt like I was completely alone.